Hello, I am Dr. Kathleen Hall, and this is The Way I See It. Will they come for you next? A few days ago, Hamas slaughtered over 1,000 Israelis. The world stands devastated at this inhuman act of desecration. It's all beyond belief. I myself, my husband, my friends, we cannot watch one more thing on television of this slaughter without crying and a cascade of emotions of sadness, fear, anger, confusion. I don't know. Babies decapitated, children killed as their parents are watching, and then the parents brutally killed. Hundreds of young people singing, dancing, enjoying their life, singing about peace and love, and moments later slaughtered. This hate is beyond comprehension. This is not just Israel. This horrendous, unspeakable event is cause for each of us to look deep in our hearts and souls, to explore our own biases, our own hate, our own fear, our own misconceptions. In America and in countries all over the world, we are witnessing hostility for different groups of people that is reaching an untenable threshold. Animosity for Jews, blacks, browns, gays, trans people, women, feminists, journalists, quote, foreigners, end of quote, and the list goes on. I am a proud and avid feminist since I think I was 3 years old. And I am involved in many, many causes. Am I next? Are you next on the list? What are you involved in? What are you passionate about? I don't care if it's a religion, a philosophy, a group, or anyone who is passionate about anything. We all need to stop, take a deep breath, and clear our heads, and maybe try to push the restart. But we can't do it. We're humans. We have to work through this slowly and mindfully. I want to repeat a quote that was given to me many years ago by a dear friend of mine who happened to be gay. He was gay in the South, he grew up down here, and he was scorned his entire life for being gay. We live in the South, and we became close friends through a very trying event. And we became, again, very, very close. I loved him very much. He gave me this statement by Martin Niemöller. It was framed, and Kip gave it to me to put on my wall, and I still have it on my wall. Gosh, I would say, 35 years later. Tragically, my dear friend Kip was murdered. By the way, it's still an unsolved murder. And he was a precious love bug. He was an angel. But in today's rancor, I think of Kip. And it reminds me of the gift Kip gave to me. And this is what the quote says. First, they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. And this was written during Nazi Germany, when they were coming for the Jews, and then they came for the Christians, and then they came for this particular priest, and there was no one left to speak for him. This is the time. This is the seminal moment for our human race to say, stop. Just stop. Just like being at a stop sign, stoplight, stop. We must learn how to live with the motto, more curiosity, less judgment. So what I'm asking everyone listening today is to consider embracing the core values of mindful living so that we can begin to become a better people, a better planet, and create a better future for all of us. Okay, this is all about mindful living and resetting our thermostats. First, reverent respect. The fundamental core value of mindful living is reverent respect for all living things. Reverent respect means treating humans, animals, the dirt that we walk on, plants, the environment as sacred, with a sense of wonder, a sense of dignity, and a sense of curiosity. Nature. There are some simple practices to live with reverent respect in nature. These can be thanking a blooming flower for sharing beauty with you, stopping by a tree to say, thank you for keeping me alive by producing oxygen and taking in CO2, or listening to a bird singing, telling her thank you. These behaviors are just simple examples of having reverent respect for nature. And then reverent respect for humans. There are some simple practices to live with reverent respect for our fellow human beings. These can be looking respectfully into another's eyes, deep listening when you're talking to someone, simply smiling when you look into another person's face. Just smile. I promise you, 99% of the time, they'll smile back. Smiling is grace. Next is kindness. Kindness is a core tenet of not only mindful living, but mindfulness. Kindness. Being considerate, tender, respectful, and helpful to all sentient beings is kindness. Kindness causes you to live in a state of grace. Kindness is contagious. Kindness is like the sunshine that can melt away sadness and anger and fear and hate. Kindness. It's just like the sun. Curiosity. Curiosity is the desire to learn and create with wonder and non-judgment. Curiosity is playful. It's open-hearted. It's essential for a happy life. Many have said it's the most essential virtue of life. Curiosity. When you find yourself in a state of judgment, shift your attitude to curiosity, and you'll have a happier life. We all need t-shirts that say, more curiosity, less judgment. I made little giveaway blankets a long time ago, and I had it embroidered with more curiosity, less judgment. We live in Atlanta, big city, 6-7 million people. So you can imagine what you see day to day, whether you stop at a convenience store, in Target, I don't care where you are, Costco, whether it's people's hairs, tats, clothes they wear. And so I found myself lots of times going, oh my God, what were they thinking? And the minute I try to do this as a spiritual practice, I go, okay, stop it. Be curious, like, wow, I wonder where they did get that. Why would somebody wear something like that? Why would somebody do you see? Be curious. It's more fun too. And your whole somatic body changes when you go from judgment. Think about it. You get tight, rigid. But then when you become curious, you're fluid, like the wind. You more flow in and out. It's fun. Next is holy listening. There's a total difference in listening and hearing. In my training, my postdoc training, we spent months in a class learning how to listen. Seriously. The entire world would be a different world if we taught listening in every school around the world, K through 3. The difference between hearing and listening is clearly not the same as hearing. Hearing is a function of your 5 senses, of your, auditory system. Hearing is the sounds that you hear. Listening is a relationship. Let me say it again. Listening is a relationship. You open your intelligence, your mind, your heart, your emotions to another person. And listening is a very active experience. Very active. Listening is an act of reverent respect. Listening is kind of like making love on a different level. You're listening, receiving, loving. We spend 70% of our life communicating. Why not begin to listen instead of just hear? Next is authenticity. Live your authentic life, for God's sakes. If you ever do anything in your life, don't live a life of quiet desperation. Please, live your authentic life. The best way to experience happiness and the true calling in your life that divine spark brought you here to do, to have fun dancing through life with, is your authentic self. When you are authentic, you become a divine magnet. Just think about this. When you're plowing through life, you're like pushing the earth, pushing wind, pushing water away. But when you're authentic, you become a divine magnet, baby. You bring it to you. You attract everything you need to succeed in life's journey. You are your own true North Star. When you're authentic, you reveal your true gift. your gifts, the gifts of you into our world. We need you. We need you to be the real you. Mindful living is about living each day authentically. Next is honesty. Please be honest. Part of a book one of my last books I wrote, and part of it is on honesty, the importance of honesty. To be honest means having integrity, being genuine and sincere, incorruptible, kind, heartfelt, and natural. Natural. Dogs, cats, leaves, trees, they're honest every moment of their life because they are unfolding as they were created to do. You were created to live an honest life. There is immense power in living honesty. Remember, when you live honestly, energy, life, people flow through you, okay? Flow through you like water, like wind, the sunlight, okay? You breathe in, breathe out. That's what honesty does. It opens you up. Lying, secrets, they close you off. Like bricks, like mortar, like steel. And you get tight. Your organs get tight. Heart disease, stress. Be honest. Be honest. Be fluid. Next is perseverance. Fall down 40 times, but my God, get up 41. Perseverance is a discipline. Perseverance creates strength. It creates power. Perseverance is the foundation of confidence, of success. And above all, it's the scaffolding for creativity. Perseverance. God knows at my stage of life, perseverance. In a marriage, next week we'll be married 49 years. Can you believe it? 49 years. If that wasn't perseverance through heartbreak, betrayal, sadness, grief, loss, happiness, wins, money, then lack of money, and babies, loss of children, perseverance. Fall down 40 times, get up 41. And here's the thing I've always said to myself. When I used to say, why me, why me? Why not me? I'm human. Why? I used to say, why me? I'm such a good person. I give all this away. I do this for other people. Why me? Why not me? I'm human. Okay? And all of your suffering, I promise you, can be transformed into greater healing and greater prosperity and changing the planet than you can ever imagine. Please, fall down 40 times, wash your face off, smile, get yourself a cup of tea or coffee, and get up 41. And surround yourself with people who love you that will help you get up 41 when you can't do it yourself. I have literally, in tragic times in my life, had friends have to come and open my bedroom door and drag me out of bed. So, the losses have been tremendous, especially in a long life. Optimism. Optimism fuels you to be courageous, confident, and energetic. Optimists are the light in the room, the sunshine, the hope in the world. They're that glue that keeps life together. People who live mindfully are optimistic about life, and as a result, they believe they can discover solutions to our challenges. If we ever needed to be optimistic in the planet Earth, this is it. This is it. Next, compassion. Compassion is the very essence of mindfulness and mindful living. The definition of compassion literally means to suffer together, or in Latin it means to suffer with. And in Greek and Hebrew it literally means turning your entrails, your guts, inside out. For example, we celebrate and we also suffer as one human family. We are all sharing life's journey. Compassion is not sympathy. Sympathy is looking at something going, oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you, and you go on. You go on with your day, you go on. Compassion requires action and a response to the misfortune of others. What can I do for you? How can I change the world to help this situation? As a result, compassion helps to make the world a more mindful and a more loving place. And next is gratitude. Gratitude is the tender energy of an open, loving, and generous heart. For example, when we appreciate humans, animals, all living things, we flow in a state of abundant energy. I'm serious. Sit by a flower and look at it and tell it how grateful you are for that beautiful tulip or that beautiful pansy. Watch it. I swear to God, they move. They know. Touch a tree. Put your arms around a tree. Say how grateful you are. You will feel an energy that is so divine. I promise you it's transforming. Gratitude makes for a incredibly happy life and is also a great stress reliever. It's impossible to be stressed and grateful simultaneously. So when you're having a bad day, something happens, a loss, whatever, you can't get what you want for something, take a deep breath. I am so grateful for that sunshine on my face. I am so grateful that I have a partner through life. I'm so grateful, whatever it is. And last but not least is generosity. A generous soul is one of our core values at the Mindful Living Network and also in mindfulness and mindful living. And we believe that generosity is love, kindness, and grace in action. Generosity, for example, unselfishness, giving of oneself to others. It really is a path leading you to happiness and prosperity and just a very authentic life and resulting in your mind, body, and soul being healed and healthy. So today, as I started with what's going on in Israel, the slaughter, the devastation, this is in October of 2003, with Hamas invading Israel and the horrible slaughter, and we're just at the beginning. We don't know what will transpire. More than ever, everybody, we need all of these. Please take them out into the world. And I'm going to repeat them. Reverent respect for everything, everybody. Kindness. Even when you don't feel like being kind and somebody's done something to you, an act of kindness can change your relationship and change the world. Curiosity. I had somebody come up to my door the other day and was talking to me about something that needed to do a repair, and he was saying some of the most off-the-wall, mean, different things. I couldn't believe what was coming out of his mouth, and I started to get angry, and then all of a sudden I went, okay, we're not going to do this. Let's be curious. So I started saying, where did you hear that? Why do you think that? That's so interesting. Tell me more. So I shifted, and it changed our whole relationship in an instant. Next, remember, holy listening. Don't hear, just don't hear. That's a physiological thing that happens when we hear. Listen. It's a state of grace. Be authentic. You be yourself. You dance your dance and sing your song, honey. You go for it. Honesty. Honesty is freedom. It's total freedom. Be honesty. Take it on the chin for being honest, for telling the truth, please. But be honest. Because the more honest you are, the greater those roots to your tree will grow deeper and wider, and that taproot will get stronger. Perseverance, okay. This is from a person who's lived a pretty long time. I promise you it works. Fall down 40 times, you get up 41. And if not, you surround yourself with people that will make you get back up and support you and love you while they're doing it. Soup's always good. Optimism. Okay, you can be the light in the room. I always have been, and it's fun too, by the way. It's a fun way to live through your whole life. Compassion, remember, it's not sympathy, and it's not empathy. Compassion's different. It's your guts turning inside out. I have such compassion, and you do too, probably. You have to, for the families and loved ones in Israel and their families that are kidnapped, everything that is going on. All of our guts in this world should be turned inside out. And gratitude, thank you, God. Thank you for every single breath that I've taken and spending this time with you this morning. And generosity, it feels so good to give. It feels so good. So in ending today, as we witness the horrendous results unfolding of what hate and anger and fear can create, please, let's stop. Stop. Take a deep breath together and commit ourselves to create a new future. Please join us at the mindfullivingnetwork.com. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, social media. Please help us spread the word. We're all in this together. We are one people, one planet, one future. Please help us heal the world. And also contact us at the Mindful Living Network. Just click contact. Tell us what we can do better, what you'd like to see us do. I am Dr. Kathleen Hall. Thank you for the privilege of your time.